What is up, guys? This is Xaashe and thank you for watching. I just want to quickly show you guys. You can see I'm at 2,323, which is my highest trophy that I've reached, and I've actually got here by using this deck at the moment. This is a Royal Giant deck. It's I've got some defenses there, and then I use my Royal Giant, Witch, Musketeer, and Bomber to actually do some damage. So I'm gonna show you guys just how I use the Royal Giant because the new update came out today and it's doing 20% more damage. So let's go to some of these replays. I'm going to show you one of my first ones. Um, this one, this is now, I think it's against a level 8. Okay, so you can see it's a level 8, so we are equally matched pretty much. And I actually managed to 3 crown this guy. So what we're going to do is we're just going to watch through this replay now. You have to sort of get your cards in a certain order. So if I can't see my giant coming up and I don't have my bomber and witch or musketeer, then you can't actually drop your giant, because if you get just like spells and defensive towers, you need those troops behind your giant. So I sort of had to drop my defensive towers, and this is sort of the only way I deal with P.E.K.K.A.s now. They can get tricky to deal with, because I don't have any minions. That is usually the best way to get rid of P.E.K.K.A.s, is to use, I think, minions or barbarians. This deck doesn't have that in, so I drop my witch down because she generates lots of skeletons. So yeah, here I barely managed to get rid of the P.E.K.K.A., and now my witch sort of started targeting the dragon, and then I had to drop my musketeer. So now, unfortunately, I've dropped my bomber and my witch and my musketeer before I can drop my giant. So here I got quite lucky, and my musketeer managed to stay alive, and now my giant is tanking. So my musketeer, even though she's got just a little bit of health, she managed to get a few shots in there. And as you can see here, a level 8 Royal Giant does quite a lot of damage. So every single shot that he shoots takes 150 damage off the tower. So I'm not so sure exactly how much damage it does per second, but the nice thing is it can't get distracted by lots of small troops. So let's say the guy's kind of low on elixir, you can just drop your giant right in the front, and he will pretty much walk straight to the tower, unless he drops obviously a cannon or Tesla or something. So here I know he's probably going to place his P.E.K.K.A. or something, so he's got his splash damage behind. Now these are quite 3 very strong troops, so in this point in time I was a little bit in trouble. My witch luckily survived, and now she's starting to take out the P.E.K.K.A., and there, just before the P.E.K.K.A. gets one shot in, I actually managed to take the P.E.K.K.A. out. Now this witch has survived this whole time, and now I've managed to build a push. Here you can see my Royal Giant, and I've got my Musketeer with my Witch, and now I'm just going to ignore this P.E.K.K.A. because I think I can probably get to this tower. So that's why I've got my Witch, I've got my Bomber, I've got my Musketeer, and I've got my Royal Giant. So he drops the P.E.K.K.A. and a Hog, but by this time I was pretty sure that I'm going to take down his main tower before his P.E.K.K.A. could reach my tower. So there's the first 3 crown against the level 8, so that was I'm quite happy with that one. So let's go to another one. I'm going to show you guys another one I did. This one is against a level 7, but he has level 4 epics. Now I only have 3 level 3 epics. I've got the witch, that's level 3, my prince just got to level 3, and I got skeletons, the mass skeletons, that's level 3. So this guy's level 7, but you will see that, I mean, his prince is level 4. He's got higher level cards than me. Because I've donated so much, I'm actually a high level 8, even though according to my donations I should be like a barely reach level 8. So here the giant skeleton kind of ruins the Royal Giant a little bit, but fortunately he's not going to target the giant skeleton, so he's going to get like a couple of shots. So as you can see there, 150 damage with each shot. So now the skeleton is almost completely gone. I must just get like 1 or 2 shots in and it will be gone. So there my Tesla goes down, so fortunately that bomb doesn't do any damage. So here this guy drops the golem, a level 3 golem. I only have level 2 one. So I've seen a few level 7s that's got higher cards than I have. So yeah, my golem is still level 2. All my commons are level 8, I think, that I use in my deck. And then my musketeer is still level 5. So or level 4, I think. I think my musketeer is level 4. I'm not sure. Okay, no, she's level 5. There, I can see now. So here I've got my bomber and my tower. They do lots of damage. Unfortunately, my musketeer got taken out. Now here my witch is going to distract a little bit, and then I was hoping that the witch spawned some. Unfortunately, she didn't spawn skeletons, which would have distracted the prince. So as you can see here, I am very far behind. 990 left hit points on my tower, and he's got 1,700. So that prince actually managed to do a lot of damage. Now, fortunately for me, this guy dropped his elixir pump, and then I don't know why he didn't drop. Probably he saw my bomber, and then he decided not to drop his barbarians. But anyway, so here he's got his. This is quite a good push that he's got going. He's got a level 6 wizard. Now, yet again, I only have level 5 wizard, so he's got a level 4 witch. I only have a level 3 witch. So this level 7 has got one up on almost all my cards. His prince, his witch, and his wizard is one level higher than me, and his golem. So I must just wait and see his barbarians and if they might be higher than mine as well. His actually his giant skeleton is also one level higher than mine. So here, this guy, I see he drops the golem. That means I can put my giant down, and he can actually do. He gets 1, 2, 3, 4 shots in before they take him out. So now this guy's got a massive push. My barbarians are higher than his, but then I had the arrows left. So actually there, this guy had one up on all my cards pretty much, but I managed to sneak out a win there, even though it's level 7. I think it was quite a good one. And now I'm going to show you my last one. This was crazy. So this is the last Royal Giant replay I want to show you guys. This guy's level 10. Look at this. Level 10. I was like, oh boy. Now this guy was at 2,320 something trophies, or 11 trophies or something. So I was like, in my mind, I thought there's no way I can beat this guy. You'll see he's got level 5 epics. I mean, that's crazy. So here, he drops his level 5 dragon, and I'm like, I'm just going to ignore that. So I dropped my bomber and my royal giant. But now here he does a very good thing. He freezes all 3 my troops, and before my bomber could take out the barbarians, they take out my giant and my bomber and everything. So I probably didn't have to drop that bomb tower there, but I mean, I panicked. I dropped the bomb tower, so now I'm setting up defenses, and so far he's still in the lead, even though I had a big push going. Now here I didn't know he had a balloon, so here he drops a level 5 balloon and a rage. Now look at that Tesla. One shot, the Tesla's gone, and then this guy takes 900 off my tower with one bomb. I was like, this is crazy. So now I only have 600 hit points left on my tower. Now I was like, okay, this is not looking good. So now I'm trying to figure out what to do. Now, because he dropped the minions there, I thought, I'm just going to drop my witch. She's going to distract a little bit. And now, fortunately for me, he freezes after his troop dies. And now this is where I actually managed to win the game. He drops arrows. Now he doesn't have anything. So now I drop my giant and I drop my bomber. I have my witch trailing behind them. And now if you look here, I'm going to slow this down. Here he drops his minions, and the tower goes from 1,600 all the way down to nothing. And I arrowed just all the minions except one. Let me just get it back to 1. There we go. Okay, so now I managed to take that whole tower down. And now I'm just trying to defend. So I put down the musketeer and I put down the Tesla to distract because this balloon does like 900 damage at a time. So yeah, now I've got my musketeer alive, I've got my bomber going. So now I'm trying to defend for the last minute of this game, because as soon as I did all that damage, there was a minute left. So now I realized all my troops are there, so I'd figured, why not drop the royal giant and make him defend instead of pushing again. So he had to put down his giant, and he had to put down his minions, and he had to put down a rage spell in order to defend. And now there's only 13 seconds left. I missed my spell there, but now I tried to lure the balloon back, but I missed. And now I was about to drop my zap, and then time ran out. So this guy was so close. But then I was like so happy because this is the first time I actually beat a level 10. So I'm still level 8, and I'm like, actually with my cards I can actually also be a level 7. So to me this was quite nice. But guys, so I just wanted to show you guys here, you know, I've been using the Royal Giant. This is my deck, and it's actually working quite nicely. You'll see I've got a level 3 Witch and then level 5 rares. That's the level I've got. The only level 6 rare I have is the Hog Rider. So he's the only one that I have level 6. So as you can see there, he's level 6. But he's the only one. I haven't got any of my other rares to level 6 yet. And epics, I bought 2 Dark Princes. So that's level 2. And I took my normal prince to level 3 the day or 2, or yeah, 2 days ago. And yeah, my Royal Giant, my Giant Skeleton is still level 2. My Balloon is still level 2. So you know, I think the cards that I have sort of places me at a high level 7. But anyway, guys, so yeah, this is just my progress. I still think I'm like the #1 in the world with donations, 3,484. I haven't seen anyone with more donations than me. But yeah, so this is my deck, the Royal Giant. I think it's really good now after the update. So I hope you guys give it a go and let me know what you think of this card. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a good day. Cheers.